Hi team, welcome to your Hot Pilates Strength Edition. So if you've got lots of equipment, you are actually going to bring it in today. We're going to use a ton of things. If you don't have any of that equipment, that is totally fine. You're going to go without, and maybe just bring in a pair of dumbbells if it's there for you. So what I'm working with today is I have 2 pairs of dumbbells. I have a light to medium set, so I'm working with 5 pounds. And then I have a medium to heavy set, so 10, maybe even 15 pounds. Then I have my balance pad that you can bring in for your core work, and then you have your block. I definitely recommend, if you have the block, or even if you have a pillow for some of the exercises that we're going to use this on, you can supplement just to give a little bit of elevation, and then there's parts where we're going to use that to activate pelvic floor even more. Modify the experience if you need to. You know, I always offer things to make it easier, things to make it harder. Listen to your body, and we're going to get ready to go. So you're going to start off in your Pilates stance, feet are flat on the floor. Just make sure that your block is relatively close by, because we're going to use that, and the ab pad is off to the side. Setting up for spinal articulation, feet are parallel, slightly forward of the knees, arms are down by the sides. Just taking an inhale through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, you're going to tilt the pelvis, curl the spine, and then peel the hips up to find your bridge. You make a straight line, knees, hips, shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, articulate and roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Hips touch at the bottom. Inhale, breath. Exhale. You're going to bring the navel to spine. You engage the core, and that initiates your movement. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. 2 more. Inhale at the bottom. We're just trying to get some mobilization through the spine, get some movement, get it warmed up. You can start to squeeze the hamstrings and the glutes at the top. Feeling the feet ground and press down into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Last one. Keep the feet where they are. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Head and shoulders peel off. Find your C curve. You got little pulses at the top. We're not here long, but we're just prepping the abdominals, prepping the core, making sure there's no tension in the head, neck, the shoulders, reaching the fingertips towards the tops of the knees. Pull the abs in and up, and then press and lengthen your lower back into the mat. Last 15 seconds. Try not to grip the hip flexors or the glutes at this point. This is just for the core. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted. Last one, roll all the way down. Hands come down or elbows down, 45 degrees. Fists go to the ceiling. Press your hips up, flat back bridge, down and up. So if you tend to arch in your lower back, you can lift your head, bring the chin to the chest, and then make sure you look down the line of the body so you can see that the whole spine is moving in one piece. You almost want to imagine that your lower back is going to be the first thing that touches the floor, rather than your hips, rather than your butt. Big squeeze at the top. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Make sure the knees aren't flaring out, just parallel like train tracks. Hips go up, big squeeze. Starting to activate that posterior chain for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. You're going to lower your hips down. From here, you have your block, and you're just going to bring it in so that it's on the mat, and it's going to go underneath the right foot. We'll come to that in a second. You're taking both legs to a tabletop position. Hands come onto the shins. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to peel head and shoulders off the mat. You find your C curve. Lock this in. Inhale, arms and legs extend. Exhale, circle, sweep the arms, and bring the legs back into tabletop. Matching the movement with the breath. We talk about coordination, control, the centering, the engagement of the core, being fluid in your movement, finding precision. We bring in all of those concepts, all of those elements from the Pilates method, and you apply them not just to each exercise in the Pilates, but through all of your movements throughout your practice. Inhale, expand. Exhale, take up space with the arms and feel the shoulders connect into the back body. 3, 2, last one. Let the legs extend, reach the arms forward, start to pump the arms. Inhaling through the nose for 5, exhaling through the mouth for 5. Inhale, exhale. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, these are your hundreds. Exhale. 3, inhale, exhale. 4, inhale, exhale. 5, inhale, exhale. 6, inhale. Exhale. 7, inhale. Exhale. 8, inhale. Exhale. 9, inhale. Exhale. 10, relax. Drop the head, the shoulders, hug the knees in. Quick squeeze. Feet go back on the floor. This time the right foot is already set up. It's on the block. Press your hips up into your bridge first. Make sure the block is not too far away from you. Now send your left leg up to the ceiling. Modification, bend the leg to tabletop. Hips go all the way down, all the way up. They can come to a hover, or maybe you just tap them to the floor, but we're not releasing the tension. Pressing your left heel to the ceiling and drive your right foot into the block. I want you to squeeze and activate, so it's really easy to send this into the shoulders, into the elbows to help, but I want the back of the right leg lit up. Keeping the core tight, belly pulled in. Last one, up and hold, little pulse. 10, 9, 8, short and sharp. 7, high and tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the bridge at the top, flex down and point up. We're not here long, but this one is really about pelvic stability. Keeping the core engaged, yes, but not letting the hips and the pelvis move while you're finding mobility and length through the leg. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, press down, lift the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower down, hug the knees in, quick squeeze, inhale. Exhale, just switch the block. So now it's underneath the left foot. We're gonna go same thing on the other side, and then we come back to our core. Set it up, feet plant, hips up, scoop the tailbone. So when you lift, we're not arching the lower back. Right leg goes up this time, all the way down, all the way up. So you're looking for a full range of motion, and then if you need to, you can look down the line of the body and just notice the hips. Sometimes the right hip likes to squeeze and creep up towards the right shoulder so that we get this hiking in the hip. We want everything level, everything square and quiet. Push strong, left foot down, right heel up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, up and hold at the top, little pulse. Just 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze. 6, keep the tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Lead with the heel, then lead with the toe. You're brushing the leg down. You can go slightly lower than the other leg. Going for that full range. Hips stay high. Hands can be on or off the floor. If they're on, press down with the palms, the forearms. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Length through the back of the hamstrings, the back of the right leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower down, hug the knees in, quick squeeze. Release any tension that's coming into the lower back. Bring it all into the core and the glutes. Release your block. So you're gonna take that off to the side. Lift your hips back up. If it's there, you're gonna take your ab pad and place it underneath your torso up to the shoulder blades. Then lower your hips. Modification, feet stay flat on the floor, hands behind the head. Inhale, exhale, just the upper body lift. So we're targeting more of the upper abdominals as the spine goes from extension into flexion. So you have a bigger range of movement. Advance, keep the movement of the upper body, but the legs are in a tabletop. So this is gonna be more challenging. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you lower. Last 10 seconds. We're not here long, but we're gonna flow one into the next. For 5, 4, 3. Trying to keep the knees stacked right on top of the hips. 2. Last one, hold at the top. Stamp your lower back down into the floor or into the balance pad. You got double toe taps. Keep the arms back. Maybe you can reach forward. So this is gonna help counterbalance. Maybe the hands are back. Light touch on the back of the head. 10 seconds. Reach out, tap the toes like you're dipping them in water. Keep the 90-degree bend and pull it back in. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower down, quick squeeze. You got 2 more. Let's set it up. Right leg to tabletop. Hands stay behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, lift and twist to your right. Left leg extends. Exhale as you change. You're going for crisscross abs. Nice and slow. And you notice you're not rocking from side to side. You're rotating the torso, the upper body. Elbows, both elbows are off the floor. You got more height. 15 seconds. For 10, 9. Look back at the back elbow as you twist. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, quick squeeze again. If you need to, reset the balance pad so that it's in the right position and your whole spine, your torso up to the shoulder blades and down to the hips is supported. Final drill here with our balance pad. Core is on fire, legs in tabletop, hands behind the head. Inhale, exhale, lift. Now the upper and lower body move together. Keep pressing the back down. It's super challenging to not let that rib cage just open up as we extend. It wants to just like flop, but we're gonna keep it tight. And like an accordion, upper and lower move together on both ends. Nice and slow. Lower abs on fire, squeeze. Pelvic floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, you guys. Lift the hips, get rid of the balance pad. Hug the knees in towards the chest, cross at the ankles. You're gonna start to rock and roll 3 times. On your last one, roll forward, plant your palms, step back into your downward facing dog. Hands are gonna be shoulder distance, feet are hip width. Drop your right heel, left heel. Lengthening through not just the hamstrings and the calves, but also through the whole posterior chain, the back side of the body, the hips, the low back, mid back, maybe even upper back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Inhale, your right leg goes up and back. Exhale, big step into your dragon lunge, right foot outside right hand. From here, just drop your left knee to the floor. Reaching the right arm up, thoracic open twist. As you exhale, thread the right arm through. Now push through your right foot, trying to straighten the right leg, and you thread underneath the left armpit. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread. Last one, reach. Press the hips forward. Exhale, thread it through. Come back, plant your palms, step back into your down dog, and then just drop your knees to all fours. So we're gonna set up our loaded beast since we're working in this position a lot today. Shoulders are stacked right on top of the wrists to start, knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes, engage the core, the glutes, hover the knees. Now you're gonna push your hips back towards your heels. Your knees may open slightly to receive your hips. Walk your arms forward, that's your setup. Biceps next to ears, overhead extension. We're gonna roll through, hips go up, chin to chest, and then articulate, roll through the spine, pulling the body all the way forward, corkscrew the arms, the shoulders, and then the eyes and chin lift. Chin to chest, press back, reverse the movement. You're trying to find one more, as much movement through flexion of the spine into extension and then back through flexion that you can find. Last one, hold here. This time you're gonna step, right foot replaces right hand into your big front step like that dragon lunge. Right hand comes down, right foot goes back. Hover, hips to heels, switch. Left foot forward, we start slow. Just getting this movement in. It's gonna start to burn the quads. Inhale. Strong exhale as you step. Back leg can be straight, but if you need to, put a soft bend. If it's pulling too much, stretching too much on the hip flexors. Strong hands, fingertips grip the floor. Whole body warming up here. Quads definitely. Glutes, shoulders, core. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one, finish with the left foot forward. Now just drop the right knee. We're gonna take this on the other side. Stacking, open the chest, open the shoulders, inhale. Exhale, take the left arm, thread it to the outside of the right knee. Left arm tries to go, left leg tries to go straight. Inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale. Keep the right arm strong. Hand down. Last one. Plant your left palm. This time step back to your downward facing dog. Right leg comes up. Shift forward, high plank, knee to nose. Drop the right knee to the floor. Left leg up and over, rainbow. Step back on it. Pick up the right knee. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, pull forward. Drop the knee. Rainbow. Side to side. Big squeeze of the glute. Lift. And then kick back, extend. 2 more. Pull. Lower. Shoulders back and down. Lift. Kick back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Plant it right underneath the hip. Big rainbow. Kick back. And then release the right leg down. Inhale, come back to your high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. We just rinse it out. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right away to the other side. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Use the core to pull the knee forward. Drop the left knee down. Right leg rainbow. To the left, to the right. Ball the foot, step on it. Lift the left knee first. Then kick back. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Drop the knee. Rainbow. Step on it. Lift it. Kick it back. You got 2 more. Keeping the hips square. Upper body strong. Length through the whole spine. So especially on the rainbow, you pull forward, drop the knee, and then look to the top of the mat. Create some length through the back of the neck. We're gonna do 1 more because I'm not sure how many that was. So you have 1 more. Up and over, rainbow. Kick it back. Lower the left leg, drop both knees. We set up for our loaded beast again, but this time we're gonna take a twist to pull forward. So we set up the same way, shoulders stacked, knees underneath, hips back towards heels. Knees are off the floor in the hover, arms reach forward. Now you're gonna turn the knife edge of both feet. So I'm gonna pivot on the balls of the feet, so now I'm gonna twist. Pull the body forward to the plank, you square it off, then drop the knees over to the right. Pull the body forward. We're just gonna go slow from side to side. You can always pick it up if you're feeling a little bit more advanced. And then maybe you start to go back slow, but spring forward to the plank. You get about 20 seconds to go. Stay low to the floor. It's so easy to let those hips rise up into the air, but we want to create the challenge. 15 seconds. Last 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, downward facing dog. Pedal it out again. Right heel, left heel for 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift both heels. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Jump or walk both feet outside the hands. Stand up, tap it out. Just little twists of the hips. Keep the core tight. Elevate the heart rate. We're about to go heavy on the weights. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Step to the top of your mat. You're gonna grab your heavy set of weights. All right, going for the heavy set, you're gonna step to the back of the mat. Now, if you don't wanna transition constantly between your heavy and your light set and you just wanna stay fluid with one set of weights, go for your lighter set. Otherwise, start to go for your heavy. We're gonna go alternating front lunge. You're setting up, feet are hip width distance, toes facing forward. Shoulders are back and down, and then I want you to imagine that you're holding oranges underneath your armpits. Knee doesn't need to touch the floor, but you're stepping forward, trying to strike mid-foot, so I'm not going heel and then rolling through the foot. I want the whole foot to step and land flat, aiming for 90-90 with the legs. Front knee over ankle, back knee underneath the hip. Now, if the front knee travels slightly forward towards the toes, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Big step, And then push off the front foot to stand up. Keep your spine as vertical as you can. You might have a slight forward lean in the front portion of the lunge. Keeping the core tight and stay lifted up and out of those hips. We're gonna switch to our light dumbbells in about 5. So we're working lower body, 4, and then we go upper body, 3, 2, last 1. If you have the heavies, switch to your light. We're gonna go 20 seconds of each, front and lateral raise, and I'll count you in to the next one. So we're going palms face you, front raise, lateral, front, lateral to the side, slight bend in the elbows, palms are facing down. You're here for 10 more seconds, but we're going 60 total, working the shoulders. 3, 2, now you're gonna go front and open to the side, control on the way down. So I'm not throwing the arms up, I'm lifting, control, and then fighting that gravity on the way down. The weights do not touch the legs at the bottom. Keep a slight distance. 5, 4, reverse, 3, 2, now we lift. Go lateral, squeeze, close, lower. Athletic stance. You have a soft bend through the knees, squeeze your glutes, and then lock in that hip to rib connection so the belly and the ribs aren't flaring out. Last 8, 7, 6, 5. You're gonna keep the lights. In 3, 2, rack your weights. Back to your squat. We're keeping it narrow to your lunge. Squat. This time you're stepping back into a reverse lunge. So you can have your weights in the front rack position. If you're still with your heavies and you need to reach them down to the floor, you're here. Arms are lengthened down. Otherwise, you want to work more shoulders, a little bit more core. The weights are up. Squat, lunge. Modification, stand up from your squat, step back to your lunge. 1 squat, so you can separate the 2. Advance, you're staying in it, staying low. And you never really stand up, so I'm trying to burn out the legs. 20 seconds. Squeeze and balance. Make sure your feet are on like railroad tracks, so they're separate and not like on a tightrope trying to stay in one line. 5, you're gonna hold the squat in 3, 2, 1, stay low. Arms are forward, curl, and front punch. Modification, if it's too much on the legs, curl, reach, and you're in the rotation. You're not here long. Advance, you stay low in the squat. Hips are backing down, proud chest. Fight to finish. You're gonna have moments throughout this practice where you're gonna feel like you need to come out of it, you need to give up. Physically, the body will deliver. It's usually the mind that's the first to go. So you're gonna hone into those thoughts and then inject new thoughts, better thoughts if you need to. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Stand up. You're gonna rotate, face the side of your mat. You're stepping on, I'll mirror you, your right leg. Right leg stays wide the whole time. Hinge the hips back, 2 weights, frame the foot, and then push to reach. You can go heavy. There's a slight push onto the ball of the right foot. Modification, keep the foot planted, hinge, rotate. As you press, we're not pressing forward on the angle. That's gonna be the biggest mistake. Rotate the torso and press. Biceps next to the ears. We've done this one or similar movement previously in our strength classes. So if you're always going lightweight, now's the time to start to level up. It's the strength series. So you go heavier dumbbells when you can. You can always fall back to modify, but you have to try to push first. 3, 2, release 1 dumbbell, just side to side. You're catching the weight. If it's not heavy enough, grab the heavier weight. You're switching through the center. Push the hips back. 20 seconds. We'll take it to the floor. 10. Almost pulling like a little row. And then you catch it. Eyes on the dumbbell. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Grab your weights. You're going to take them off to the top of the mat. So make sure out of the way. Step to the back. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll down. When you get to the bottom, walk it out. High plank. 5 push-ups on the knees, on the toes. 4, 3, 2. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. 1. Walk back. Roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Roll down. Articulate through the spine the same way that you did the very beginning. Spinal articulation. 4 push-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. I think you know where we're going with this. Inhale. It's not a lot of reps, so make them good ones. In the plank, on the toes. 3, 2. Push with your back. 1. Roll up. Squeeze the core and the glutes as you roll up. To control, take pressure off the low back. 2 push. 1, 2. You got 1 more. Roll up. Roll down. Walk it out. High plank, 1 push, and then listen. Hold your plank. You're going to walk it out to an extended high plank. Might be small. Might be a little bit bigger. But you're taking the arms. They were underneath the shoulders. And then as soon as you step it forward, past the shoulders, you're in an extended plank. Hips stay as quiet as you can. Abs are on. 15 seconds. Squeeze your glutes. Slight tuck of the pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2. Extended plank. Hold it there. Hold it there wherever you can. Almost like you're flying, like a Superman. Lock it in. 20 seconds. 20 seconds only. Try not to drop to the knees. Only if you need to. Only if the form goes. If you can hold it, breathe it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You've got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, walk back. Drop the knees. Woo, that's a good time. We're going into core. So now heart rate's up. We're going to be on the floor for a little bit. Not too long, but just a little bit. Starting on your back. No props for this first one. Both legs up to the ceiling. Modification, make a diamond with your hands. Place them underneath your sacrum for support. Advance, hands behind the head. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, head and shoulders peel off. Find your C-curve. Leg goes down. Open, close, little V. And squeeze to lift. Inhale, lower. Open. About hip to shoulder distance. Not a big straddle. Squeeze inner thighs. Think about anchoring your pelvis as much as possible. And stamp, lengthen, press your lower back down. Maybe you only go a little low. Squeeze and lift. Legs only lower as long as you can keep the spine pressing into the mat. You got 15 seconds to go. Use your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Hug the knees and then grab your block in the same breath. So we're going essentially into our high boat. This is our teaser prep. Modification. You're still gonna squeeze the block in between the knees and thighs. I want you to roll up with the feet flat and roll down. If you need to, grab for the backs of the thighs. On the way up and on the way down. Advance, both legs are in tabletop. Arms can be back, inhale. Exhale, arms reach first.
Chin to chest, rolling up. Bounce at the top. Inhale. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, and slow control. You want to keep your legs as quiet as possible. So while you might see my legs moving slightly forward, I'm not kicking them forward to come up and then kicking them forward to go down. I'm trying to work with as much control and as little movement as possible. Squeeze the block. For 10, we're gonna keep hold of the block. We'll just transition it in 5, 4, 3, 2, I gotta do one more, and release. Keep the legs where they are. Just take your block outside and turn it. This one's gonna be a little bit easier, gives you more space to work with. This way is gonna be a little bit harder. Both elbows come up onto the block. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Both elbows on the block. Reach your left leg forward. Pull it back to tabletop. Right leg forward. So you're holding onto the block and not letting it fall, not letting it slip. So you have to be really, really tight and lifted in the C curve to keep the connection. You're pressing your thigh into the block and your elbow into the block. Halfway. Length through the legs, toes lower, only in line with forehead. Doesn't need to touch the floor. 15 seconds to go. Woo! Feel the burn right through those abs. Building the core strength. One breath at a time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh, give it a little rock and roll. You're gonna take your block off to the side, so we don't need that one anymore, and roll forward into your short plank. Modification, leave the knees on the floor, advance, your knees are gonna hover. We're going arm, leg, reach, alternating. Shoulders stacked, knees underneath the hips. Tuck, lift. Now, option 1, just the leg kickback. Option 2, arm and leg. Keep the knees low though. They're gonna wanna come up and creep up either by the elbows or they're gonna try and lift towards the belly. I recommend brushing, so press down and lengthen rather than just going out, right, and up and out. Keep your spine where it is and brush down to lengthen the limbs. Ten more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Step back, high plank, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Quick break, not long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands back towards the feet, bend your knees. Roll all the way up. Just light, jumping jacks, tap in and out. Toe ball heel, roll through the feet, soft bend in the knees. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're stepping back on the right leg to tap the floor. We start slow. 1, 2, 3. Tap forward with the left hand. 1, 2, 3. Right foot goes back. Right foot goes forward. Right, left, right, right, left, right. So this is, you need to just coordinate it. Once you have it, it's super quick feet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stay relatively low. And breathe. Woo! Quick, quick, quick. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Shake out the legs, shake it out. You're gonna step top of the mat. We get back into it. You're gonna grab your heavy weights, bring them onto the mat before we get into it. Just work the legs a little bit more. Squat, in and out. Hips go back and down. Spine tall, rib cage closed. So now I want you to feel it into the hamstrings, into the glutes. At the quarter turn. In and out. If you don't need the in and out, and then switch the rotation. Like a compass. You can just north, south, east, and west. Hit all sides. Last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it out. Top of the mat. Grab your weights. All right, dumbbells in hands. We're working our curtsy. So you're gonna have the right foot forward. The left leg's gonna cross behind. So it has to cross behind the right hip almost. I'm going into a full curtsy and then stepping in halfway to pulse in a close lunge. So I step back, curtsy, close pulse. Bringing the left knee forward behind the right heel. You're gonna stamp your right foot down and put more weight into the front heel to get into the hamstrings and the glutes. Try not to travel too far forward with the knee over the toes. Woo! And you're gonna feel this right away. Remember, just like before, oranges underneath the armpits, arms are long, lats are engaged. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay in the curtsy. Now if you have heavy dumbbells, you're staying here, you're pulsing. If you want to switch it out for your light set, you can pulse. Your weights are up, but we're adding on. Adding on, you pulse, front knee lift and press. So I'm not stepping back and shifting weight onto the left leg. You want to keep the weight as much as you can. The back leg is just like a kickstand. 20 seconds only. And you add the press, shoot it up. Advanced, or heavy, sorry, not advanced, just heavy, you're pulsing. Lightweight, 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, 1, stand up. Legs on fire, Arnold press. You bring the weights in, squeeze with your chest, open wide, and then the military press. So adds the rotation at the bottom, close the ribs, but make sure you squeeze the chest because it's easy to just kind of in and out with this. Create tension on the way in, pecs and chest, and then engage your back, your lats to press. Ten seconds. Good news, we take a break from arms. Bad news, legs, other side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you went for your heavy and switched, go back to your heavy, right? Make it even on both sides. This time, left foot forward, right leg. Cross it back in 3, 2, 1. Curtsy, step in pulse. If you have to take a leg lengthen and straight in between, do it, just to stay in it. If you can, you stay low. You're just stepping forward and back. And again, you have that option if you need it. Straighten. Just that brief second sometimes is enough to re-motivate and keep the endurance. 15 seconds. You're gonna try to stay in the curtsy lunge. If you need to switch the dumbbells, you'll straighten the legs. In 3, 2, heavy weights, just stay in it and push. And think about the front heel, the front foot really pressing down. And you're gonna feel this light up the left side hamstrings and glutes. If you switch it on the other side, switch quick and get back into it. I'm gonna angle this for you. Rack the weights. You're trying to drive the knee up. And you finish in the pulse. 15 seconds only. Your left quad, is gonna be on fire. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Stand up. Woo. Keep your weights with you. Now you're working left leg. Side lateral, feet wide. Bend your left knee, come down. Keep the spine straight, not vertical up and down, but straight. And you're pushing strong off of the right foot. Maybe you even lift the heel. And little rotation with the hip, the obliques, shoulders, and you press. Dumbbells to ceiling. You're staying in it. Heavy weights are an option as well. Last 10. You're in control. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, step through center. Left leg steps out, you go side lateral. Step into your squat. Side lateral on the right, stay low. Modification, no squat. Just step side to side. If you need to, weights are down. Advance, rack it, and stay low. Just like we did in the beginning, on the squat to reverse lunge, you stay low. On this lunge, weights can be down, and it's a narrow squat. So I'm going about hip width, almost like a suitcase deadlift, keeping the chest up, especially if you have the weights low. 10 seconds. We take to the floor, hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Step to the top of your mat. Just take an inhale, feet hip width. Exhale, round. Let the weights stretch you, engage your core. Heavy weights on the mat. Step back, you got a renegade row. Modification on your knees. Advance in your plank. We're going full 60 seconds. You have 5 seconds rest. Shake it off if you need it. Row right, row left. One push-up every time in 3, 2, off we go. Shoulders stacked, hips quiet. Row the dumbbell towards your hip, and then one push. Not to your rib cage. Brace the core. Brace the core, squeeze, lower body. On your push-up, we're not doing the worm. If you need to drop to your knees, spine one piece. From crown of head to tailbone. Halfway done, 30 seconds. Breathe. Woo, a little bit of a fight here. 15 seconds to go. You're gonna keep one weight in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to your knees. One weight, hips to heels. You can come up into a kneeling position. One weight is overhead. Triceps, bend and straight. If it's too light, grab both weights. So both weights connect. Elbows forward. Feel the stretch. So you want to feel the weight. Stretch the triceps, and then you engage to press. I'm not moving the arms, especially hyperextension. I'm not locking out because I don't want the bone, the structure to take over. I want the muscles to do the work. Ribs in. Squeeze it. Whew. Little burn. Big burn. 10 seconds. Find the reason. Find the reason to push through, to fight. I know it's there. We're getting to that point. We fatigue. We got to look a little bit internal as well as external. What do you want? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Release. Dumbbells go to the top. Take them all the way off. We're back in our push-ups. We're taking the loaded beast, the twist, pulling to the plank, adding the push-up. I'll show you the modification on the knees. Tuck the toes, hover knees, hips back, arms forward. Twist both knees to your left. Squeeze your right side, the oblique, hip to rib connection. Pull forward, one push-up. Knees pivot, feet pivot, one push-up. Modification, pull to the plank, drop the knees, take the push-up, lift the knees, pull back. And you're pushing with your whole back and your chest. The body's moving down and up in one piece because you're squeezing your butt and your legs and your core so tight. You got 20 seconds left to go. Triceps should be shot. Should be shot. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Sit it back. Right over left, left over right. Just shake it out for a second. It's there. It's in the upper body. It's getting that pump. We're going onto our backs. Onto our backs. We got a little bit of core that we're going to play with before we finish this thing. We're almost there. Don't worry, cardio is coming. It hasn't really been here. It is coming, I promise you that. Right leg to ceiling, hands behind the head. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, find your C curve. Left leg extends. And just single switches, little scissors. Breathing easy, in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you breathe out through your mouth, through pursed lips, it helps target the deep abdominals, so you're properly engaging the core. Add the rotation. Keep the elbows wide though. So I'm not closing the elbow in, like so, leaving it wide, and aiming shoulder to opposite leg, thigh. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug it in, squeeze. Rock and roll one time. We're gonna balance. You have the option to hold, or we're gonna play low boat, high boat, and coming into chair. So this is slow, no momentum, controlled movements. Lean back on your hips. You can stay with a straight spine or find your C curve. Both legs in tabletop position. Arms back to the thighs or reach. Low boat, low back to mat, hollow body position. Back to your high boat. Low boat, high boat. Option legs up. Low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat. Bend your knees, plant your feet, reach forward. With or without the hands. Chair, sit low, little pulse. Hips back, ribs closed, reach forward. 5, 4, 3, with or without the hands, slowly lower. Hips towards your heels, hips back, knees open, back to your high boat. Low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, high boat, chair. Slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, high boat, hold. For 10, 9, arms up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Ankles crossed. Just little circles for a second. Nice job, you guys. Lots of control. Lots of core control in that. Reverse the circle. Swing back. 3, 2, 1. Roll forward, all fours. So we're going to stay on one side for this. You're going back to your short plank. Now, modification. Leave the knee down, and you know, elbow to knee. You can round the spine if the knee is down. If you're in your short plank, I want you to actually bring the hand to the thigh, because I don't want you to move anything with the spine. The back stays flat, so we don't need to worry about connecting the elbow to the knee. I just want you to bring the palm to the top of the knee. All on one side. Stack it. Hover the knees in 3, 2. Right leg back. Left arm forward. Pull. Lots of balance. Whew. 15. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop. Whew. Sit back. Curls. Light or heavy. Bent over position, kneeling. Hinge, hips back, chest forward. Elbows pinned to your sides. One forward. Diagonal. Forward. So gravity does the work, and then you have to squeeze the biceps to lift the arms up. Just so you can see, I'm going neutral and then slightly open on the diagonal, 45 degrees. Keeping tension on the biceps. You can even unhook the thumb so that the forearms don't come into play. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, stay open through the chest, core tight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, just hold. Hammer grip, elbows off the body. Lean back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. Dumbbells gone. We have other side of this short plank. So this time you're going left leg back, right arm forward. Lengthen and pull, hand in. I know it's tough. In 3, 2, here we go. Bonus though, it's only 30 seconds. So if you need to at some point, reset. Or put foot down. If you don't need it, just squeeze in towards the center. Halfway. This is way tougher than it looks. Way tougher than it looks. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Step back, high plank, hips up and back, down dog. Pedal, right 2, left 2, right 2, left 2 for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hands walk back, bend knees, roll up. Woo! You know what's coming. I'm gonna start you slow. Left leg leads this time, so left foot back, left, right, left, step on it. Left, right, left, go. I'm gonna start you slow, and then we'll sprint it to finish. Keep the chest up. Right, left, right. I know this can get confusing. Left, right, step on the left. Boom, boom, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Once you have it, keep it small. Just forward and back, front and back of the mat. For 10. 8. 6. 4. 3. 2. 1. Whew. Shake out those legs. Bring the feet together, hands above the knees, little circles. Good news, we at the end reverse the circle. Bad news, we got one more push to finish. Just one. So look, we're gonna take a pyramid. We've got hip thrust, lunge hops, high knees. We're going 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. 60 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Then we come back down that ladder. 40, 20, 20, 20. Your hip thrust is your low squat to your plank. You can walk back into the plank, walk forward into the low squat. Just drop the hips to lift the chest. Weight back, feel it in the glutes. You have 20 seconds, we'll break. Then we start from the top, 20 seconds hip thrust into 20 seconds alternating lunge hops, modification, hop through the center, or just step back and step forward, yes? We break, we go back, hip thrust, lunge hops, finish with your high knees. I'm gonna hang on to my pants and my pack. And then we come back down the ladder. So this is it. This is the final push. I'm not gonna lie to you, this thing is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, so you have to dig deep within yourself. Think about that intention, the goal, the reason to push, whatever that might be, because maybe you're gonna feel better about yourself. Maybe you're looking to achieve a goal. Maybe you just want to say that you completed the class, that you finished it without taking that last little break, without quitting and hitting that stop button. Whatever it is, we don't come up with the reasons why we can't. We make up reasons why we should and why we can. We're going on the clock in 3, 2, here we go, 20 seconds. Hip thrust. First round and last round are the easiest. Shoot it back. Keep the weight into the hands so that it's there, so that the feet are light. 3, 2, rest. 20 seconds. Hair everywhere. 20 seconds rest. We start back at the top, and then we go right into the lunge hops. 10 seconds. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. You got it, team. Let's do it. Set it up. Low squat in 3. Shoulders back. Proud chest. 2. Hands up, hands down. Go. 20 seconds here. Just think 20 seconds. That's it. Don't think about the next thing, even though it's there. 5. And that's going to be tough for me to talk. 3, 2, lunge hops. Modification. Hop through the center. Your legs should be shot, so I wouldn't blame you if you pick a variation, but stick with it. Break is coming. 5, 3, 2, rest. 20 seconds. Woo! Toughest part of the ladder, of the pyramid, whatever, is coming. This is it. This is the toughest round. 60 seconds. 20, 20, 20. We go in 5, 4, back at the hip thrust. 3, 2 from the top, go. If you're looking for more, go for speed. If you're looking for less, maintain. Maintain. 3, 2, lunge hops. You see how quick 20 seconds can go. You want to make this harder? Hands behind the head. Take the arms out of the equation. We finish with high knees. Then you are going to use the arms and run. 3, 2, high knees, go. Quick as you can. Knees up, hip height. Run it out. Eyes up, chest up. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Woo! 2 more rounds. We got it. Rest. You got 20 seconds. We go back to the top. No high knees. No high knees on this one. 5 seconds. We go again. You got 40 seconds to work here. 3, 2, go. Also, if you want to add, woo, knees, chest, a little bit extra. Mix it up. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, lunge hops. 20 seconds. Use the arms if you're failing, right? If you feel it. The fatigue. Go to failure. Don't be fearful of it. Find the edge. Go until you can't. Rest. Woo! One more. One more. You got 10 seconds. If you can burpee it,
Make it quick. Burpee it. 20 seconds. 3, 2, go. I'm staying low. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Just drop to your knees. Drop to your knees, sit back. Breathe. In through the nose, arms up. Exhale, circle out wrists. Hard work. That is hard stuff, you guys. Inhale, arms up. Breathe. Exhale. Take control of your breath. Don't let it control you. One more, inhale. Slowest, deepest exhale. You're in control of your body, in control of your recovery, in control of your breath. Slow that down. You recover faster. Let's start this wonderful cool down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open like a book. Sitting up tall. If you need a block to elevate your hips, a pillow, the ab pad, hands not on the feet, but we're gonna aim for just above the ankles. Inhale. As you exhale, you can stay here or chest comes forward, but not round spine. I wanna feel the stretch. Hips back, chest forward. Feet together. Breathe, easy. 3, 2, 1. Just cross at the ankles. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale as you twist to your right. Left hand, right knee, right palm down. Inhale. Exhale, twist back, look back. One more. Inhale, release up through center with the arms. Length through the spine. And then exhale, you see the rotation happens from the obliques, not from the lumbar spine. We don't want to rotate from these bottom part of the vertebrae. Woo! You rotate from the waist, anchoring the lower body. Inhale through center. You're gonna roll forward onto all fours. You're gonna slide your right knee forward in front of the left and then open both feet wide enough. So I've got like a capital letter A here, and I'm gonna sit the hips back between the feet, between the heels. Now, if your right knee is super high, that's fine. We're just gonna work on eventually getting it so that it's stacked. And you're gonna feel the stretch now through the outside of the right hip. That's where you should feel this. You can stay elevated and tall, or you can lean forward, again, not rounding the spine, but that slight pressure forward is gonna take a deeper stretch into the hips. And then just close the eyes and breathe into it. Sending exhale, sending relaxation. You'll notice the body wants to, when it feels the stretch, it kind of does this. It gets like tight and starts to grip. And we want to relax into it so that we get the benefits of the stretch. One more. Walk the hands back. Now from here, you're just going to shift back forward onto your left knee, tucking both toes, straightening your legs. You're going to walk to the right foot, pivoting on the feet, around to the back of the mat, to the left foot, and then drop both knees. Now magically, the left leg is on top. So we didn't have to come through center to switch. We just walked it out. You should feel the stretch on the left side. So just holding here, breathing. Again, you can stay vertical with the spine. Again, you can also elevate the hips. That's a good one here. Or start to lean forward. And you might feel it through the outside of both hips as you lean forward, but it's going to deepen the stretch. Using breath, using the power of the mind to calm the body. Last one. Walk the hands back up. This time just uncross the legs. Send both legs out in front. Quick shake out of the legs, bop the knees. walking the hips back. Inhale as the arms come overhead. Exhale, chest goes forward. Reaching for anywhere on the legs. Does not need to be the toes if you're not there. Maybe soft bend through the knees and you grab for the shins. Inhale, length through spine. Hips go back. Exhale, chest comes forward. Strong pull of the toes back so you get this into the calves. Last one, go passive with it first. And then chin to chest as you walk your hands back and restack the spine, one piece at a time. We finish one final breath, all together, you know, as we do. Ankles crossed, just comfortable seated position. Exhale, empty the air out to begin. Big inhale through the nose, circle sweep the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers at the top, take one more sip. And as you exhale, let the arms open, let the chest lift. Feel the stretch through the upper body, into the shoulders. Releasing the arms down, palms up or palms down on the knees. Chin just draws down towards the chest, still length through the spine. Taking the moment to honor the body, honor its performance for you. And knowing that every time you step on your mat, and also outside your mat, there are moments in life where it is time to level up. It is time to challenge yourself. We get stuck into these same patterns, we get comfortable, and then we stop growing. We stop learning, and we get too used to being this one thing. Life doesn't work that way. It's constantly throwing changes and curveballs and obstacles in your direction. Stay fluid with your movement, with your mindset, on your mat and off your mat, so you're open to new opportunities. And when you see the chance to challenge yourself, take it. Do not run from it. Take it. Level up. Namaste. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time.